Hello, fellow podcast fans, Quest for You listeners. Welcome back. Episode 125. Christmas is very close, and I will be playing this on Friday, right before the Christmas weekend. And I want to reach out to all of you and tell you how thankful I am for your time that you have given me by listening to my podcast. So whatever holiday you celebrate, I wish you peace, a wonderful time with your friends and your family, and I wish you love. Make love part of your celebration in whichever way or form you see it fit. Maybe it's more patience with the fastidious situations and people during the holidays. Maybe some kindness with the less fortunate. Maybe a little bit more acceptance of yourself, including your failures and missteps. And a letting go of the things that you're grasping onto, hoping to control them in some way. Love is a word we so easily dismiss, myself included. But love is found in so many ways. When we come from a place of love, we can be a better human being. If we just walked out the door every single day with more love on our mind and in our hearts, the world would be such a better place. So whatever you do with the quiet days upon us, when all the stores are finally closed for a few hours, when the car keys rest on the countertops for a couple of days, when everything and everyone is together, the people and the events you've planned, and when a peace settles over our villages and towns that is so unique to this holiday time, I wish that you can see the beauty in all this and not tune it out with extra time spent on your devices. That you look up a little bit more, smell the air, listen to the sounds, touch and feel more consciously, and smile, even if just within yourself. I wish that this quiet and special time helps you find more presence and awareness within yourself, and maybe it allows you to reflect a little bit. I want to end today's short episode with a poem. I love poetry, and I want to make more room for poetry in my life. If you have any recommendations on poetry, please share them with me. I find poetry very special. A poem is longer than a quote and therefore not as succinct as a quote. But it's shorter than an entire book, but not necessarily quicker to read. Fewer words, but more complex content. Poetry demands some work on our part, some extra time for thinking, that reading and quotes usually don't. Poems to me are art with words. They take time to sink in, to extract meaning for oneself. They're meant to read several times. It's like looking at a painting in a museum. And that makes poems special for me. So I chose today's poem because of this. It nudges us to be just a bit better. Just like my podcast, which is not here to throw you out of your current life into a completely new one, but rather to help you start a journey, a quest that involves small steps, minor tweaks, and a few changes to gradually get you closer and closer to the life you want to live and the person you want to be. And this poem is that. It's an encouragement to be just a bit better, stronger, and wiser in all situations that life throws at us. I also thought it fits nicely with all our discussions on goal setting. It might inspire you to see what areas you need to work on more deliberately. So, I invite you to enjoy the next few lines, titled If, by Rudyard Kipling, and have a wonderful Christmas or any other holiday you might celebrate, and I hope to see you again next week after Christmas. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to, broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings, and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there's nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minutes with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And, which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Much love, and I talk to you soon.